challenge. It's for January, or it could be. You can do it whenever, for the Happy New Year though. And this one's going to be about the law of reciprocity, or like, I don't know if I'm saying that right. That just came into my head. But reciprocation, giving and receiving, and giving and receiving back in multiples, you know, that sort of thing. So, and I have some good examples of that happening. That's why I'm doing this for you all and sharing this experience. So, about a week ago, maybe less, someone just happened to ask for a couple dollars. You know, someone I didn't know, and I was like right when they were asking, something felt deep and as if it was for, you know, a higher purpose or something. But of course I was like, sure, you know, and I happened to have $2, which I normally didn't. So I was like, huh. So, you know, I got it out and made sure I just, as I gave it to them, gave it the energy of love, and then it would go towards the highest, or benefit them in the highest way, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's all about the energy you give into the thing you're giving when you give someone. People don't always understand that. And so when I was giving, you know, and, you know, because who am I to judge what they're going to use it for, or what, you know? Like, even just giving that judgment gives it a bad energy, and hence it's not going to help things along. So, you know, understand the energy when you're giving something. The energy behind it is very important. So, you know, I gave them that, started to drive off, and the first thing I see as I get these messages from the universe, one way is through the license plates. So the first one I see says thanks, like TNX or THX, something like that, and I was like, oh, okay, sure, universe, guys, yeah, whatever. And I go home, and about an hour later, someone donates $44 to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was like, wow, this made my day, my week. I was like, wow, someone appreciates the work I do and they benefit from it, and that, you know, the give and receive thing. I was like so happy because, you know, I feel like I do a lot of work and I'm like, I don't know, I get a lot of love back. It's great. But I was just really excited. And then about an hour later, someone who owed me some money gave part of it back, and part of it was $400. And I was like, whoa, you know, is this all coming from that $2? You know, I was just like, wow. And I didn't realize it till later, but it was $444 that I received that day from giving 2. So 2 times 222 was 444, right? So this is the numbers that we see so often, or at least that I do, and I'm sure many of you do. So anyway, I just want to remind you that, you know, giving, whatever you're giving, give it that energy of love. So when you give money, give it in a loving way. And I know we have things we have to spend money on and we don't always want to, you know, but giving it that, you know, gives it a higher status, and it can, you know, it'll come back to you in a better way. So, you know, even if it's for your bills or debts or whatever it is, just try to give it that positive energy. But obviously, like, if it's for your you know, for things you want, you do give it that energy of love. If it's, you know, for those who like to buy a nice outfit, or to do some kind of spiritual teacher or therapist or masseuse, I don't know, whatever it is you spend money on, just always give it that energy of love when you're giving. So, because it is like a love exchange, you can think of it that way, and many of you probably do. But anyways, and I just got to thinking, because I know some people where they live, they have so many homeless people, so they're probably like bombarded by people always asking. And so if they give, they might not have that energy of, oh, here you go, and then the next corner, oh, here you go, oh, here, you know, because then they'd be out of money. But I guess, you know, where I live, it's not like that. So I was able to have that clean slate, that giving without feeling bad about it. So, and I was thinking also, or these things were just coming to me. So like, you know, when a friend asks to borrow money, you can sometimes give that attachment thing. Because you're like, okay, well, when am I going to get it back? And you start to worry, like, okay. Because I've heard people say, like, oh, I let this person borrow so many times, they never paid back. Like, they just have this negative tone about it. Well, that's the thing. You have that attachment, and you're expecting, and you're wondering, and you're worrying. So even when you let someone borrow, just don't have that negative energy with it. And so yeah, for the next 30 days, it's going to be, if you wish, to see what you can give each day. And another thing I realized, like, we might be used to giving one type of thing, but maybe you can change it up. So, like, I've known someone who gives hugs all the time, back when I was in high school, or like money, like guys, it might be easier for them to give money, you know, or like me, I like to give energy and like positivity, and for, you know, what else? Or someone might give support. If someone's going through a hard time, they're used to giving support. But I ask you to also challenge yourself. Give something you're not used to giving and see what happens, you know. Try a little bit harder. Like, for me, I'm not used to, like, handing out money like that. But you know what? I could do that. Like, I could go each day and just see what that's like and see what happens. Or give little messages to people I don't know. Just remind them they're loved and supported in a higher way. But I don't have to put some... It could be anonymous, right? It doesn't have to be like you get those from churches or something, but, you know, I'd rather have it be anonymous. And maybe with a money gifted or something like that. Like, I don't know. Just, you know, because I just feel like challenging myself in that way and giving in a different way than normal. Because it was kind of fun. And the universe said things, so I was like, okay, they like this. So... yeah, so, you know, if you want to do this, challenge yourself to give for 30 days, and you can keep a notebook of it if you like, just see what happens. And another thing I'd like to say, I had a friend several years ago, and he said he was, I guess he had heard about this somewhere where you give and then you receive in multiples, but I don't know what the amount was, if it was times 10 or times 100, I forget, but it's like he gave $3 and received 300, and then he gave 30 and received 3,000, and then like it kept going like that. Or maybe it was 33, like he gave 333, and then all of a sudden he said he was in this deal to get like $333,000 or something like that, or 33,000. I was like, whoa. So it was really working for him. But then again, you know, I didn't know if he set the rules or if that's just how it works. For me, obviously, it was 222, you know, but it's interesting, right? So just experiment with that and see what it's like, you know, because I know I give love and energy to you guys, and I feel y'all giving it back all the time. That's really awesome. So I just want to see and let y'all see and test out what happens when you give other types of things you're not used to. So... and I know that sometimes we give one thing and we don't always get it back in that way. So look for that, like, oh, I'm always giving in this way, but I'm not ever receiving. You know, maybe you're receiving in another way, or maybe the energy you're giving behind it isn't always right, like it isn't positive, it isn't loving. So maybe stop it for a while, or change it up, send the energy a little bit better. You know, just try something like that. So, just my input on all of that. So I hope you enjoy the challenge. I know you're already doing your, like, athletic body makeover stuff for the month because it's January. So I didn't want to do something like that to overload you physically. So, you know, maybe next month we'll do a physical challenge. But, you know, I wanted to do this first. So, and the point of these challenges is to go all year long. So we might have these resolutions and things we are going to do, and we want to do it for the rest of the year, but that's why I started these challenges, to help you to do something each month, and we're doing it for 30 days. You know, I think they say a habit takes at least 21 days or 24 or something like that. I guess it depends on the person, really. I think so. So 30 days is a pretty good way to set yourself and also test and see, do I want to keep on doing this? So I really hope these help you and let you decide, do I want to keep doing this? Did it benefit and change my life for the better? You know, I hope that most of them do. But yeah, so you know, it's all connected. We give, don't think no one's watching, because there's definitely someone's watching at all times, and you just start to realize that the more you see the numbers lining up and all the signs, all the guidance you see, it really does prove that. So here's another way you can prove it to yourself, that you're in that flow, that there's a higher intelligence guiding and assisting you through all of this. So, alright, good luck with it, have fun, and peace.